Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Deveter, and you're listening to
Let's Chat.
Hi, Leah.
Hey, Mommy.
How's it going?
Good.
Pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. So in a couple of weeks, in a week,
Yeah.
somebody has something very special happening.
Yay.
What is that thing?
It's going to be my birthday.
It's going to be her birthday, everybody.
Yay.
Leah is entering into teenage land.
Yep.
13.
Very exciting.
Oh my goodness. And because Leah is entering into teenage land, we wanted to talk about being grown.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we were watching this show, of course, on Netflix. That's our thing.
Really good show.
A really good show. It was a lot. It was a lot, y'all. Y'all already know that
Speaking of the language.
the shows be a lot. So it was a show from a different country, and as we were watching it and the children were doing all the a lot things and I had to fast forward a few times, she kept saying, Mommy, you have to remember it's in a different country. Don't use your American, what did you say?
Views.
Say
Don't
it again.
put your American views on things that happen in another country.
Yes, don't put okay. Anyway, so we're watching the show and the girl told her father that she was, 17, 18?
18, I think.
She said she was
Either 18 or 17.
Okay, one of those ages. And she said she was grown and that she could do whatever she wanted to do. Right. And so we ended up having this discussion about what does it mean to be grown. And so this young lady, her father said, okay, so since you're grown, you can get out and take care of yourself. And Leah paused the show. What did you say?
I said that, okay, I get that she shouldn't be saying she's grown because she's not, but it's still kind of messed up for her dad to be like, all right, bye, later. Like, don't associate yourself with me. Like, that's messed up.
So I come from an era. If I was to ever say that I was grown to Nana, she would be like, okay, you could take you and your grown self and take care of yourself. So as a parent, when a child says that they are grown, in a sense, that means you, parent, cannot tell me what to do, where to go, when to come, X, Y, and Z. That's what a parent hears when a child says, I'm grown. And the truth of the matter is you're not grown until you are on your own, taking care of your own responsibilities. As long as you are living underneath the roof of someone else who is paying your living expenses, you ain't grown. I don't care what the people say. Don't look at me like that. I don't care what the people say as far as, I'm 18, I can vote now. Okay, vote yourself on out my house if you can't follow my rules and regulations.
Okay.
Now, that also goes to say, as parents, we know that when our children get a certain age, you've graduated high school, you might be in college, and you're still living at home, that I can't treat you the same way that I would treat you when you were 13 years old. I can't treat an 18-year-old the same way as a 13-year-old, but the 18-year-old also cannot act like the 13-year-old, meaning dependent upon the parent for everything. So, in your opinion, what does it mean to be grown?
To pay all your living expenses, live on your own or whatever, get a job. Yeah.
So what do you think?
Do boring adult stuff.
Boring adult stuff.
Boring adult stuff.
Okay. And that's absolutely right. So if you were 18 years old and you were still living at home, what kinds of rules do you think I should have for an 18-year-old?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
In your imagination, how would an 18-year-old live?
Have to have a job or something. Be responsible and stuff and do all the things that I need to do. Don't be reckless.
Don't be reckless. Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Don't be reckless.
I don't know. Don't do bad things and stuff that you're not supposed to do.
What are bad things? What does that mean? Don't laugh. What does that mean?
Like, you know,
No, I don't. The people listening don't know. What are you talking about?
like, don't, uh,
Okay. So, what are good things that an 18-year-old could be doing?
like, get your, like, things done on time. Like, again, be responsible.
See, what I'm trying to get you to say is,
Uh-huh.
what does responsibility look like? What does that look like?
Do all the things that you're asked to do, like, since you're asked to do them for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you're about that age and you have to, like, you know, do the things.
Clearly, you are 12, and I love it.
Yeah.
Because, and that's kind of what I wanted you to get to. You still have so much to learn about life and what it looks like and what it really is. So
Sounds very boring.
it sounds very boring. Okay, good. Well, stay little forever.
No,
why not?
That's so sad.
It's a lot of responsibility growing up. You know, I'll tell you about you have to pay bills. And it's not just finances, but it's also making the right decisions, knowing what friends you have, making the right career choices. Are you going to drive, or are you going to take the bus and the train forever? What are you going to do? Who do you want to be as an adult? Right now, everything is pretty much given to you. But when you grow up, when you age out of my house, who are you going to be? You have these big ideas, the project that you're working on right now for school about wanting to live on the Upper East Side, and you're going to live with your friends and all these wonderful things. How are you going to accomplish those goals? So I want you to always keep in mind, like, what does it mean to be a grown-up? So the one thing I will say is, as I say on the show all the time, you're not in this by yourself.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try and figure everything out on your own right now. You don't have the answers. I mean, people in their 20s sometimes still don't know what they want to be. I pray that that's not you, because, you know, the older you get, the less opportunities that you have. But you can't be afraid of the future because it's coming, right? You can't be afraid of what's coming. You have to look at it and anticipate. So these are the things that I enjoy right now. If you're going to enjoy them 5 years from now, it's a whole nother story. You were doing dance, going to ballet classes for how many years? And then you decided you didn't want to do it anymore. And so that's what happens as you grow up. Right? Your ideas, your experiences change, and therefore you change, and that's fine. But don't be afraid of the future, because it's coming. If the Lord doesn't come back, the future is going to come, and it can only be what you make it. Don't be afraid of the future. Look toward the future. Think about the things that you want to do. Make goals for yourself. And as you reach those goals or achieve those things that you are interested in, becoming a teacher, helping people, and whatever way you're going to do those things, you just work toward them. But don't be afraid of the future. Don't be afraid of the future. It's not scary.
Okay.
And like I said, you're not alone. You're not going through. Thankfully, you have 2 able-bodied parents who are in their right minds for most of the time. Who you can go to, who you can talk to. You have cousins, you have aunts, you have an uncle. Like, you have people in your life who are here for you and here to support you. You're not alone. So don't be afraid of the future. Okay? Okay. People, don't be afraid of the future. It's going to come. If we keep on living, the future is going to come. We have to embrace it. You know? Live in the present because it's a gift, but embrace the future as it comes.
Okay.
All right. You okay now?
Yeah.
Lord, you going through it.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Growing up, man. it's an interesting thing, the different stages of life. So you're getting ready to enter another stage of life, the teenage years. I pray that they are not bumpy for you.
No.
I pray that you still like me.
I'm going to still like you.
I hope so. I pray that, in your teenage years, you define who you are, who you want to be in this world, and that you work towards any goals that you might have. That's all we could do.
Okay.
And know that I'm here for you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So that was our show on being grown.
Yeah.
And Leah does not want to be grown.
No, I don't.
Anytime soon.
Not at all.
And that's okay. And that's okay. Well, I hope you, listener, can share your story, share your growing up story. What was it like for you when you were becoming a teenager and trying to figure out who you were? Was it scary for you? Were you afraid of your future, or did you embrace it? You can hit us up on social media. We are on Instagram
at Let's Chat _podcast.
Twitter
at Let's Chat _podcast.
And make sure that you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Let's Chat with Leah and Deveter. Thank you so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.